Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. I truly appreciate you. Please don't forget to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell so you never miss any hot and trending gist. So guys, today's gist is one that has people talking, analyzing, and honestly overthinking. Just a little bit eyes because something very interesting has been going on with Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Wats. And it's not even something loud or obvious. It's subtle, it's quiet. But fans are saying it might mean a lot. Two hearts. Now imagine this. You're scrolling through social media, just minding your business. Then you see a post from Maurice Sam. Nothing too serious, just a normal picture, maybe a calm expression, maybe something stylish. But then you read the caption. And the caption says something deep, something emotional, something that feels like it's directed at someone. At first, you don't think much of it. It just looks like one of those thoughtful captions celebrities like to post. But then, not long after, you see Pearl Wats also post something. And her caption, also deep, also emotional, and somehow it feels connected. Now this is where fans started paying attention. Eyes sparkles because once is coincidence. But when it starts happening again and again, people begin to ask questions. Fans started noticing that sometimes the tone of their captions feels similar. The timing feels close. And the messages, they sometimes feel like they could be responses to each other, not direct, not obvious, but just enough to make people wonder. And you already know how the internet works. Once fans notice a pattern, that's it. Investigation mode activated. People started going back to older posts, checking dates, comparing captions, reading meanings into every single word. And suddenly, what looked like normal posts started looking like a possible conversation happening in plain sight. Now let's be honest for a second. This is not the first time Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Wats have had people talking. These two have built a strong connection on screen. Anytime they appear together in a movie, fans always notice how natural their chemistry feels. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like they're trying too hard. It just flows. And that kind of chemistry is something fans don't ignore. So when you now add these mysterious captions into the mix, it becomes something bigger. Because now fans are not just watching their movies, they're watching their lives. Two eyes sparkles. Some people are saying, maybe these captions are not random. Maybe they are intentional. Maybe they are a way of communicating without being obvious. And honestly, the idea is kind of interesting. Because think about it, in a world where everything is online, where every relationship is analyzed and discussed, maybe being subtle is the only way to keep things private. So instead of posting directly or saying anything clearly, what if they are just hinting? What if the captions are messages, but only for the person who is meant to understand them? Now, of course, not everyone agrees with this. Some people are saying fans are reading too much into things. They believe that celebrities post deep captions all the time. It doesn't always mean something. And to be fair, that is true. A lot of people use social media captions to express thoughts, moods, or even just random feelings. Not every deep quote is a hidden message. But still, the timing, the similarities, the pattern, it's enough to keep people talking. And honestly, the more people talk, the more interesting it becomes. Now let's talk about their chemistry again, because this plays a very big role in why fans are even thinking this way. Whenever Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Wats act together, there's always this connection that feels real. The way they look at each other in scenes, the way they respond emotionally, the way their conversations flow, it feels natural. And when something feels natural like that, fans start to believe it might not just be acting. They start to feel like maybe there's something more behind the scenes. So now, when they see similar captions online, it just adds to that belief. It makes people feel like maybe what they're seeing on screen is somehow connected to real life. Now another thing that makes this whole situation interesting is how consistent the speculation has been. This is not just a one-time conversation. Fans have been talking about Maurice, Sam, and Pearl Wats for a while now. Every new movie, every new post, every interaction, people are always watching. And instead of the conversation dying down, it keeps growing. Because every time something new happens, it adds another layer to the story. Another clue, another theory, another reason for people to keep guessing. Now let's look at another angle. What if all of this is not intentional at all? What if it's just coincidence? What if they both just happen to like deep captions? What if they both express themselves in similar ways? Because honestly, that is also possible. Sometimes people have similar personalities, similar ways of thinking, similar ways of expressing emotions. So it might not be planned or coordinated. It might just be similarity. But then again, fans are not convinced loudly sparkles because for many people, it's not just about the captions. It's about everything combined. The chemistry, the timing, the interactions, the energy, everything together creates a bigger picture. And that picture is what fans are reacting to. Now here's another interesting perspective. Some people believe this could actually be a smart strategy. Think about it. In entertainment, attention is everything. The more people talk about you, the more relevant you stay. And what better way to keep people talking than to give them something to figure out, something that is not clear, not confirmed, but just interesting enough to keep them engaged. So maybe, just maybe, this whole hidden message situation is helping to build curiosity. Helping to keep fans interested, helping to keep their names trending. And honestly, if that's the case, it's working. Because right now, people are watching their posts more carefully. People are checking their pages more often. People are discussing them, sharing opinions, creating theories, and all of that brings attention. Now, does that mean it's definitely strategy? Not necessarily, but it's one possibility that people are considering. Another thing that makes this whole situation even more interesting is how fans have become so observant. People are no longer just watching movies. They are analyzing captions, studying behavior, comparing timelines. It's like everyone has become a detective loudly sparkles, and honestly, that's part of what makes celebrity culture so engaging. It's not just about what is said. It's about what is not said. It's about the little details, the small hints, the things that are easy to miss. Now let's slow down for a moment and really think about this. If there were actually hidden messages, would they make it this noticeable, or would they keep it even more private? Because at the end of the day, anything posted publicly is open to interpretation. Anyone can read it, anyone can analyze it, anyone can create a meaning from it. So sometimes, what looks like a message might just be a message to everyone, not a specific person. But then again, fans will always look for meaning. That's just how it is. Especially when it involves two people they already love seeing together. Now let's talk about reactions, because this is where things get even more interesting. Some fans are fully convinced that something is going on. They believe the captions are not random. They believe there is intention behind them. They believe this is a subtle way of communicating. Others are more neutral. They think it's possible, but they're not fully convinced. And then there are those who believe it's all just coincidence. They think fans are overanalyzing things. They think people are connecting dots that are not really connected. And honestly, all these opinions are valid, because the truth is nobody knows for sure. There is no clear confirmation, no direct statement, no official explanation, just posts, captions, and interpretations. And that is what keeps the conversation going. Because as long as there is no clear answer, people will keep guessing. They will keep discussing. They will keep coming back to see if there is something new. And that's exactly what is happening now. So at this point, the question is not really whether the captions are hidden messages or not. The real question is, what do you see? Because different people see different things. Some see coincidence, some see connection, some see strategy, some see something deeper. And that's what makes this whole thing so interesting. So guys, I want you to really think about this. When you see those captions, what do you feel? Do you think they're just normal posts? Or do you think there's something more behind? You think fans are overthinking it? Or do you think they might actually be onto something? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section, 2 hearts. And if you've been noticing these captions too, I really want to know what you think about them. Because honestly, this is one of those situations where everyone has a different opinion. And that's what makes it fun. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more hot gist and trending Nollywood updates. I'll see you in the next one.